All 9 Reese locations now stock the Owens Corning RidgeCat, which is a pretty cool new ridge vent invented by Owens Corning, and we've elected to stock it with the nails included because we feel that you should try to hand nail ridge and not use coil nailers, although Owens Corning has added some features to RidgeCat that makes it acceptable to use a coil nailer in the application. RidgeCat is 20 feet long with a net-free ventilating area of 15 square inches per lineal foot or 300 square inches per roll. Solves a lot of problems. No in plugs, treatment for water infiltration underneath the ridge. Pretty neat product, pretty easy to use. Here's what you need to know to install it correctly. Prepare the deck by cutting a 1-inch slot on each side of the ridge board, or cut 1 inch on each side of the ridge for an engineered truss roof. The total slot width will be 2 inches. While it's true that you only need 1 1/4 inch opening, in the field it's almost impossible to cut a slot exactly 1 1/4 inches, and cutting the slot 2 inches will allow you to make sure that we have the 1 1/4 inch opening needed to maximize the ventilation potential. Now you want to start and end your cuts 6 inches from the rake edge or 6 inches from the outside wall if a rake overhang is present. For best appearance, run RidgeCat the entire length of the ridge. In all cases, RidgeCat must extend at least 6 inches past the end of the vent slot opening. RidgeCat does not require end plugs, which is a very cool feature because the end plugs are often left out, and RidgeCat has been engineered so that if you install it 6 inches past the slot opening, wind-blown rain and snow will not enter. No end plugs to lose, no end plugs to try to understand how to install, and that eliminates one of the variables that causes snow and water infiltration. Use 1 3/4 inch roofing nails to install RidgeCat and the hip and ridge shingles. Hand nailing is preferred and provides the most consistent results. Coil nailing is acceptable, but care must be taken to adjust the pressure so nails are not over or under driven. Adjust the setting on the foot of the coil nailer so the nail penetrates the least amount possible into the deck. RidgeCat does have a reinforced double layer on the side beneath the nail line, which gives it some extra support and makes coil nailing feasible, but I still don't recommend it. You're going to get a much better job, much more consistent, much better looking using 1 3/4 inch hand nails, and every roll we sell has the hand nails included with the roll. Now here's something Owens Corning asks you to do for their warranty, and something I have recommended forever. With the shingles installed and the slot opening exposed, install a bead of quality caulking or plastic cement 3 inches below the vent slot opening on each side of the ridge and at each end. The sealant should run the entire length of the ridge and should picture frame the slot. This will fill in any gaps between the vent and the shingles, especially important when using laminate shingles. To connect 2 separate pieces of RidgeCat, Owens Corning recommends that you take one of the cap shingles and place them directly under the location where the vent pieces will be joined together. After securing the ridge cap, reinstall the caulking, align the 2 vent pieces together without overlapping, and then fasten by nailing each vent piece on both sides of the ridge to hold the vents in place. Hip and ridge shingles should be installed from rake edge to rake edge, starting at the opposite end from which the prevailing wind blows. This will help prevent wind uplift of the exposed shingles. Nails should be placed close to the seal strip on the exposed side of the shingles and then covered by the next shingle. And if you're going to try to use a coil nailer to install the ridge shingles, you're going to have to monitor the pressure consistently to keep from blowing the nails through the shingles. So that's pretty much it. Pretty neat new product. Use 1 3/4 inch nails, 2 inch slot, pretty simple installation.